Okay, so to start with the first B, the brand and the background. For many of you who don't know me quite well enough yet, and I'm excited to get to know you as well, my background was in the stock market. I was a financial advisor, and one of the most important things about Rodan and Fields for me was the branding and the background of these doctors. So the B, when we start talking at BBLs, or if you're in a one-on-one conversation or in a three-way call, for me the branding and the background is so important. Now, I'm going to give you all kinds of information today. And remember, the person you're talking to has no idea what you're supposed to say. So don't worry if you miss some parts. I'm just going to try to give you as much information as possible, and you take what you like from it. So for the branding and the background, think about it. These are the doctors who created Proactive. Proactive is the most well-known acne system in the world. It actually owns 93% of the acne market. That kind of branding has never been seen before in the direct selling market. Another thing about our doctors is they're Stanford trained. They still practice in their clinical trials today, still have clinical trials today, and they still have their own practices today. Additionally, they still teach at Stanford and USC. So they're very on the top notch of dermatology. They're always innovating, they're always being published, they're practicing, and they're so passionate about getting clinical skincare to the masses. So a little bit about their background. Of course, we all know the story of Proactive. In 1994, they created Proactive and went into the infomercial market. Of course, the most well-known name in acne treatment. But then, the dermatologists they knew there are so many different things that affect our skin. They not all of us have acne problems. So they created a clinical skincare line in 2002 that would address the major skincare concerns. What they did, because they didn't want to go into infomercials again, they partnered with Estee Lauder, and they took their brand into high-end department stores like Macy's and Henry Bendel's and Nordstrom and Bloomingdale's. Now this was really interesting because they were actually the #1 clinical brand in Nordstrom nationally in 2006 and 2007. So people ask a lot, if they were really the #1 brand, why wouldn't they stay in the high-end department stores? Well, if you're anything like me and way too busy to get out and go shopping, we do most of our shopping online. So if you're the #1 brand where nobody's going, you're not actually growing that much. They also found that the majority of their new business was coming from referrals. So right around 2006, during that time frame, 2007, there was a number of things happening in the markets as well. For me as a stockbroker, the stock market was starting to crash in 2007 and 2008. We also saw the real estate market starting to tumble and go on the downturn. And the interesting thing that we saw was we saw this huge rise in social media, from Facebook and Twitter and email. Everything was going viral. So what we saw was, and the doctors chose to do, is they purchased their portion back from Estee Lauder, and because they recognized they were in the wrong marketplace. So the first time ever, they took an established retail brand and they exited and went into the direct selling market. One of the favorite things that I love about this is, though, even though they went to the direct selling market, one of their missions and passions was to redefine direct sales. So all the things people don't love about the direct selling market too much, from stocking your own inventory, delivering products, having party plans, we do it different. So to have this kind of partnership with the doctors, with that brand recognition, kind of like the Nike swoosh, you know what that means. When you say Proactive, you also know that means credible skincare. By us saying that, we have brand recognition and this really fantastic background. It's a fantastic place to get started when sharing the information with your guests.